Hello and welcome to Adulting 101. I am genuinely excited that you're here and I'm really looking forward for our time together. But before we get started, I need to make a confession. Last week, my wife went away to a conference and I didn't shower 3 of the 5 days. I misplaced the dog twice, and by the time I finally remembered where the washing machine was in the house and I got the clothes in there, I couldn't remember how to actually make it wash clothes. So who am I to teach this course? And that's a fair question. I'm Dr. Russ Lomdieu, and I'm a doctor of physical therapy, but I'm also a certified wellness coach. I have been a physical therapist for over 35 years, and I have been teaching and coaching for 20 of those years. I feel that I'm qualified to give this course because I have also been wrestling through becoming a proficient human being. Just like you, I'm a fellow human being that is struggling with many of the same things that you are. And I've developed some strategies that will probably work for you. I also have dyslexia, which means I've had to think creatively about how to build systems that work with my brain instead of against it. So a quick show of hands, how many of you are just making it up as you go? You feel like you're not quite in control of things and you're just making it up as you go. Okay, right? Oh, okay, good. All right, good, thank you. And how many of you are in control all the time, got it locked down, know exactly what you're doing? Oh, okay, so not a lot of you. And that means that you're all in the right place. So here's what we're gonna do today. First, I'd like to tell you why this course exists, and then I'd like to tell you why it matters. And then finally, I'll walk you through exactly how the course works, the logistics, the tools, the design, and finally, we will establish our learning agreement. Does that sound good to everybody? Good. Any questions before we move on? I want to take a moment to talk about why you're here. Nobody teaches us exactly how to be an adult. I mean, what are we supposed to absorb this stuff through osmosis? And then one day wake up and know how to pay taxes and schedule doctor's appointments and remember to eat our vegetables? It's a lot. But here's the reality. People are counting on you. Your partner, your parents, your kids, future or current, your coworkers. But most importantly, your future self is counting on you. And honestly, your current self is counting on you too. Research shows that developing your identity as a functioning adult improves well-being and self-efficacy. When you can handle life's basics, you free up mental energy for all the things that really matter. Now, I know a lot of this is overwhelming, and I get it. I've been there. But I want to let you know that I think you can do this. I really believe that everyone in the room has the capacity to pull this off. I mean, let's look at the evidence. People have done this before for tens of thousands of years. And I believe you have it in you. I really do. There isn't one person in this class that doesn't have the innate capacity to do what we're going to ask you to do. So what are we going to learn in Adulting 101? Showing up to work when you'd rather stay in bed. Snooze bar management. Actually waking up on time. Paying bills before they turn off your internet. Using the calendar that you already have on your phone. Having difficult conversations with your voice without ghosting anyone. Managing money without panic attacks. Moving out of your parents' house. Now this means really moving out. All the things would be moved out. Everything currently in your parents' home would be moved to another location which would not be your parents' home. This includes stuffed animals, concert memorabilia, high school participation trophies. So everything would be moved out, then moved out of the house. Now we're going to lift the hood and I'm going to show you how this course is built, because the design matters. In fact, the design of this course is going to help us to make you more successful. We're using a principle called universal design for learning. Now, let me just show you. It has three basic tenets. And the first tenet is that we are going to present to you multiple means of representation. That means we'll have some text, some audio, video, some visuals, and you can choose what works for your brain. So there'll be a video with an audio transcript, right? So maybe your type of learning or the way that you choose to engage with the material is a little different than other people. We're going to bake all those differences in, or as many differences as we can. The second one is multiple means of engagement. And what does this mean? Well, it means that we're going to give you plenty of opportunities to engage with the material, to engage with us, to engage with each other. So there'll be a little work on your own so that you can engage your own mind in a solitary manner. There'll be practical challenges. There'll be different ways to keep you motivated. We'll have plenty of different options, including group work, large group work, small group work, and really creative projects like videos and practical ways to apply what you're learning. So what's the third way? Multiple means of action and expression. This means that you're going to get many opportunities to show us that you're getting it. Maybe it would be a written reflection. Maybe it would be a video monologue. Maybe it would be a diorama, a physical project, a 3D printed object. The possibilities for expression are almost endless, right? You can even code a project and show us what the code does. So there's some really, really cool ways that we're going to have for you to engage with the information. Now, the first way, multiple means of representation, is the what of learning. The multiple means of engagement is the why of learning. And the multiple expressions are the how of learning. Now, because of my dyslexia, I'm obsessed with these tools that make learning more accessible. You'll find dyslexia-friendly fonts. You'll find text-to-speech options, color coding, checklists, all kinds of tools to help you be more successful. Even if you don't have dyslexia, these tools will probably help you. Now, just because I'm committed to get this right doesn't mean I always get this right. So if you're struggling, please let me know and we'll work together to figure out a way for you to cross the finish line. And what I mean by finish line here isn't that you just finish the course. It's that you get what you need to get from the course. You meet the learning objectives and you're actually able to apply them in a way that's meaningful in your life. Okay, now we're going to talk about logistics. This is the concrete stuff. So this is exactly how this is going to be structured. There will be 6 modules over 6 weeks. Each week has one video lesson, one practical challenge that you can apply to your real life. So what's the time commitment? Expect to spend 3 hours a week, 1 hour for content, 2 hours for your challenge. So you're going to consume the information in about an hour, but you're going to create and synthesize in the following 2 hours. So grading. Every assignment will have a carefully crafted rubric. You will know exactly what to expect, and our feedback will be both extensive and instructive. Now let's talk about deadlines. I post new content every Monday. Challenges are due on Sundays. We do not accept late work, but the lowest grade will be tossed out. So that's your freebie. Now, we get it. Life can blow up, and we're not heartless. Just let us know what's going on, and we'll try to help you. This, by the way, is not a night before strategy. This is a, look, I have these big things going on in my life. I need some help kind of thing, right? Not the, I was out and couldn't get my homework done. We will respond to emails within 48 hours. Do not suffer in silence. Please reach out. We really, really expect you to participate. This is a participation sport, So we have weekly discussion forums, and we ask you to engage respectfully, share honestly, and support one another. So now let's talk about our learning agreement. So in the syllabus, we're going to have this learning agreement, and we're going to ask you to electronically sign it and get it back to us. Okay? So this is not just my course. This is your course too. In fact, it's really your course entirely. So here are my commitments to you. I commit to responding to your communications within 48 hours. I commit to providing feedback on your work once a week, and that feedback will be instructive and substantial. I commit to being flexible when life throws you curveballs, because it will. I commit to updating you immediately if anything changes. I commit to treating you with respect and assuming that you always have the best intentions. That doesn't mean I'm going to be easy. I'm going to hold you to high standards because the stakes are high. People, including yourself, are depending on you. And this is important, I truly believe that you can meet these high standards. So now, what do I need from you in return? I need you to commit to communicating proactively if you're struggling or need a little help or something isn't quite landing with you or one of the ideas that I thought was great for a universal design isn't really that universal. I need you to submit your work on your deadlines, or you're going to tell us about your special circumstances. I need you to engage respectfully with classmates, even when you disagree. It's in discourse that we gain our greatest lesson, but not if we take it personally, okay? You know, you can entertain other ideas without adopting them. Aristotle, I think. Actually use the tools and resources that we provide, and please, always reach out rather than suffering in silence. So I'm going to wrap it up here. I'd like to take questions. If anyone has any questions, this is a great time to raise your hand. And if not, I look forward to having this be an enriching, life-changing experience for both of us.